Hi YouTubers, Marko here with Marko Custom and Fab today. We're just working on this Nash Metropolitan. A little bit different direction on this car. I'm putting the two cars together that you've seen me have, this car and that yellow one I picked up. I'm just going to take the engine trans out of this car, put it in that yellow car so I can sell that yellow car. Just going to get that gone. This car is going to either become a project where I do something wild with it. Parts car for when I buy another car. So right now I'm just going to do that. I'm planning on taking this whole engine out through the bottom. And sort of what I'm going to show you in the video today. Just a different approach of taking the engine out of one of these. A lot of people pull out the radiator and all this grill and fan shroud, all this kind of stuff to get it into it, and then they pull it out this way, and everything kind of unbolts in the bottom will drop out the bottom of this car. So I'm going to try and lift the car up and over top of the drivetrain, and then lift the other car up, put it on. So we'll see how that works out. Let's give it a shot. Okay, now we got the last of the cross member bolts out on the front K member. It's not really that K member, it doesn't hold the suspension. The jacks down, I got the engine down onto the ground. Now I gotta try and lift the body up and over. Well, I did it. I set out to get the engine out of this car from the bottom, and I did it. I had to cut the cross member out. It's really rusty, so I didn't do any wrong by doing this. I don't recommend doing it this way, but this crossover would have to be replaced, rebuilt, and it's rusted into the car. You can't get the bolts out, so that's the way I had to do it. So success. We got the engine out through the bottom. So here's the Nash 1500. It's actually an Austin 1500 B series engine, and 3 on the tree transmission. Just wanted to show you what it looks like. Got it all cleaned up. Gave it some wash with the degreaser and water pressure washer. And I'm just going to take the air hose, blow off some areas, and just get it cleaned up to put it in the other car. So it's nice and clean. I cleaned the car pretty good. I want to be able to put this in clean, just so when I go to sell it, at least it's all nice and clean. People can see what they get. I also hooked up a battery and turned it over so that it doesn't have any water inside there. And probably we'll get it running for you guys too. So let's just keep at it. Okay, so now we got the yellow car here, and we got the engine. I'll drag it out. As you see in the footage, I washed it up, and I'll put it in. Just nice when you're putting something together, at least it's nice and clean. You're not getting all grubby just handling it. And it just makes for a nicer looking project to be able to sell or do. So yeah, let's just get to it. So first thing we'll do, pop the hood on this car. We're going to put it in the same way I yanked it out, with floor jacks. On the Nash Metropolitan, they have a couple of jack points. It's actually a little square tube on the side. The original jack goes in there. You jack up, if you got a flat tire, it jacks up the entire side of the car. So being that there's no engine in it right now, it should be tail heavy like when I pulled it out on the other car. So let's do it. Of course we'll fast forward this part.
No.
No.
Every pump
Real
and
time?
squeak.
Real time?
Just make yourself look ripped.
Okay, so we're just gonna do the other side now. Of course, it's nice having 2 floor jacks for this job. So the idea is this engine now will roll underneath. Just like that. Lower the car down on top, and then we'll just jack up on the cross member and the transmission mount. That should get it done. Couple of things I got to do before I actually get this in here though. I had the distributor cap popped off so it didn't hit the body. There we go. I pulled the fan off so it didn't damage the radiator pulling it out of the other car. I could put it back on even though the radiator's in this car. Just it would save me fighting with it later, but maybe I'll just leave it off so I can put it on later, just so that I'll have the room. Okay. So now we just have to slowly let one of the jacks down. Same on the other side. Just got to clear the fuel pump here. Okay, so we're in place now. We can jack it up. Now I got it in place. I just need to get some bolts and run them up into the front cross member and then do the rear one. So I'm just going to take the bolts that came out of it. I think it's supposed to be in here. Fine thread. I'm just going to clean these up on the wire wheel before I put them in and use like anti-seize on them, so when they go in, they're easy to pull out again. You don't have to worry about it. So do that and I'll be back.
Finito? It's in.
Good. So what I'm doing here, I'm just putting on the throttle linkage, getting all the things hooked up on this car. Perfect. Pull out the paper towel there. Now I can just get the air filter on. I'm putting on all the hoses, but what I'm doing is I'm not really going to tighten them down. They all got to be replaced. So I'm just going to put them on. I'm not filling it up with water. Just want to make the car complete. Somebody's going to have to restore it, obviously. So. I'm just putting on the exhaust clamp right now and a short piece of pipe. Redirect the exhaust. This also has a bracket that holds the oil bath air cleaner. It's the oil bath air cleaner, the base. Okay, now I'm just going to get all the electrical hooked up. So all these wires here, they go to the coil and distributor, things like that. So this is a distributor wire. And this looks like positive side of the coil. Okay, I got everything hooked up here under the hood. So I got the wires on for the coil, the distributor, the oil sending unit, the generator, and I'm going to throw a battery in this thing, see if it fires. Okay, I got a battery in here. Let's just see if it turns over. Oh, it turns over. That's a good sign. It's just dump some fuel down the carb. I know there's no fuel in the tank. If it was, I don't think it'd be any good, and I don't think the fuel pump works. So I'm just gonna pop the top of this off for now. See if she runs. Yeah, it'll spark. Okay, I'm just going to check, see if I got voltage here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little more fuel down the carb. I made this jumper wire to come right off the coil. Just going to hook that up. Oh, jumper wire came off. Sorry. Okay, as you can see, it runs. I want to try something with the oil bath air filter. You see a lot of people running cars on vapors. I wonder if I put a little bit of gasoline where the oil would be, if it would suck through and run on vapors. So I'm either going to blow myself up or it's going to run. Let's try it. Okay. So we're actually running on vapors right now. Pretty cool. So what I did was I put gasoline in the oil bath and it runs on the vapors. Pour some more in here, let's try this. Let's try this again. running on fuel vapors. Put fuel in where the oil bath is, instead of oil, and it's running off of that. I've always wanted to try it. This was a good opportunity because the fuel pump doesn't work on this car. There's no fuel in the fuel tank. I can't run it too long, mind you, because I do have no water in the engine to keep it cool. So I'm just gonna shut it down here. But at least we know it runs, and that's what's important. So that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna kill it now, and that's it. Well, there we go. Austin 1500 running in the Nash Metropolitan. Got it switched over from the other car to this car. Got it all together and got it running. And running on vapors, actually. I put some gasoline in where the oil bath was there, where the oil bath is, actually. Put some gasoline instead of the oil, and it's running just off the vapors. So that's kind of neat. Well, until next time, if you like, please subscribe, and have a great day.